Hey, what's up? I'm just going to do a quick overview, hopefully it'll be quick, of Clickmagick and give you guys a little bit of context since I've been in the game now for quite some time. And Clickmagick has been around for quite some time. I believe they're over 10 years old. If they're not, they're very close. And I'll give you some again context about how Clickmagick started and stuff. So they've been around for about a decade at the time of me making this video. And when they initially launched, they targeted solo ad providers and solo ad sellers and people buying and selling solo ads, which was cool. There's a lot of solo ad vendors out there and stuff, and platforms like Udemy, and so they positioned themselves as a way to accurately track those clicks. The founder, the guy behind Clickmagick, is Patrick Kelly. He lives in Austin, Texas, was where I live, which is really cool. There's a lot of marketers in Austin, but he has a background history of creating tracking tools like this before he ever started Clickmagick. So he's this isn't like his first project, so that's good to know. And they just obsess over tracking. So long before solutions like Hyros, which is you may be familiar through Alex Becker's marketing and stuff. Clickmagick existed, but over the years I've heard different types of media buyers adopting it. So I'm sure solo ad buyers and sellers still use it to accurately track their clicks, but I have friends who do pay-per-click with like YouTube ads and like search pay-per-click and stuff, and they use Clickmagick to accurately track their clicks. Because, like, as bizarre as this sounds, like I'm not too into the analytics and data myself. It's cool, but it's always been a little bit overwhelming. I'll make a point about that with Clickmagick in just a minute. But it just blows my mind that these platforms where you run traffic, the data that they give you oftentimes is not accurate, which is bonkers to me, because you're spending your dollars directly on their platform and the data that they give you from their platform is not accurate, which is just, I think that's what Alex Becker just has obsessed over the years. He just some context there. Before he ever got into crypto and stuff, he was doing SEO and launching products and stuff. And what you notice in some of his really old videos, if they're still out there somewhere, is that he wouldn't ever talk about this, but every once in a while you'd see him obsessing over tracking and stuff, and you'd see him like flip his screen to his tracking tool, which at the time was Improvely, which it's crazy. It's been around for a long time, and that tool's, I believe, is actually going away. So like some things come, some things go. But Clickmagick again has been around for a long time. But it was such a pain point for people like Alex that he created his own tool after not being able to find a solution for himself. That he's basically Frankensteining together other tools. So anyway, just a little tangent on Hyros there. Since I see their Hyros alternative little link down here. But Clickmagick is really good. I have an account. I've had an account for years. Like I said, I'm not very super technical savvy when it comes to tracking. I mostly just use it for cloaking and masking affiliate links. Since I do affiliate marketing and SEO, I just use it as a way to track and redirect and mask clicks, or links, which it does very well. And I can just and this is just like a super tip that's gonna save you a lot of pain in the future. Use a tracker, or like use a rotator or some sort of tracking tool if you're doing any kind of SEO, because offers come and go. And if you've done the effort, put in the effort of creating organic content out there, when you've sprinkled, in some cases, thousands of pieces of content, you don't want those links to go to waste and be dead in the future. So having a tracking link out there to be able to track and rotate and swap the link out that is being forwarded to. You can preserve that. I just call them digital Death Stars, these little beams of traffic out there that you've sown all these seeds out there in digital real estate. They don't have to go dead when like a ClickBank offer expires or whatever, or a launch ends. You can just redirect that traffic somewhere else and continue to monetize it. So I highly recommend a tool like Clickmagick. There are some other solutions out there, but I think it does it best compared to all the, if you do like Clickmagick versus any of these other like link tracking tools, just because they're not, in my experience, again, I've been in this space a long time, to my knowledge, they're not very well kept up to date and managed and maintained and support and things like that. So Clickmagick does what it does very well, and it also has fast and excellent support, and that support actually knows how to use their tool, and they have excellent documentation as well. Because here's a big point of frustration for myself, and I know I'm not the only one out there. Tracking is pretty, outside of traffic. Once you have the traffic, the most important thing to do with that traffic is to track it. So it's very critical that you are accurately tracking your traffic so that you're not, you're conserving your energy of where you're putting your energy towards, and only putting it towards, traffic. Double down on the traffic that's working and cut the things that aren't. But there's always been a disconnect in my experience with the tools that do the tracking and the instructions for how to use those tools, which is horrible, right? Because these are very crucial tools, and at best some of these tools would have spotty kind of written documentation, no tutorials, and just basic help support, which they don't they're just customer service people that they don't know how to use the tool. So that's where Clickmagick really shines. It's good at what it does, and they're always making it better and refining it. Some of the features over the years they've removed them, and then they've added other features. But it does what it does very well. So if you are, if you're just kind of dabbling in making money online, affiliate marketing, SEO, whatever, you could do what you want. But when you're ready to take your efforts from a hobby to a actual business, which I recommend, if you really want to make decent money, you should treat it like that from the get-go. Even if you are just getting started out, just have that mindset that this is a business, and hey, you need to pay attention to what that traffic is doing. It's not just because otherwise you could be leaving a lot of money on the table and be working harder than you need to be. You may not need as much traffic as you think you do if you just get the right traffic source, and you can track all that through Clickmagick. And GA4, Google Analytics 4, has been released recently in the time of me making this video, so that's what that stands for. But you can check it out, try it out for free. They address things like the iOS update a couple of years ago, and integrates, connects, plays well, works with a lot of these different other networks. So people are using it for all sorts of things these days. So check it out. Check out some of the features. Read some of the help docs, because I know most help docs are traditionally really boring, but they're actually well written. And if you have any questions, just send them a message, or shoot them. I like to shoot, if you have a specific question about something you need to visually describe, you can just create a short Loom video, send it over, and they'll usually reply within a couple of business days. So they try to get back to you as quickly as possible. So if you are, again, I do affiliate marketing through SEO. So tracking is super important, but like especially if you're paying for clicks and traffic, you definitely want to track it, because otherwise you're just throwing money into the abyss. And yeah, it's just like you need that data so you can make intelligent decisions. So if you're doing any kind of paid traffic whatsoever, then you're going to need a tool like Clickmagick, or else you're not going to be in business for very long. So if you don't already have an account, you can click the link somewhere around this page of this video, set up your free account, try it out, see if it's right for you. I do genuinely think it's one of the best on the market. If it wasn't, it wouldn't be around for a decade. If tools are so terrible, or whatever, so they suck so bad, then eventually you're going to lose customers because they just suck. But it doesn't. It's an awesome tool, and works well, and they have excellent support, which is like really crucial for a tool like what Clickmagick does. So if you've been considering it, or you've been weighing it between multiple different other solutions, it is one of the best solutions out there, and has been now for over a decade. So definitely check it out. You don't have anything to lose. You can get started for free, and if you discover it's awesome, you want to stick with it, cool. And if you don't, you just get that free trial. You can try it out and play around with it. And yeah, definitely do that. Definitely play around with it, explore all the features, read all about it. And if you have any questions, then just ask them. Don't sit on those questions. Trust me when I say their support actually knows their tool, so they will respond with an intelligent answer, not just refer you to one of their help docs. But they will do that as well. Like, they won't just answer their questions. They'll be like, here's the answer. Oh, and here's the help doc, which explains it even more. And I think they even do have some videos for some of the things, but they just explain things in just clear, simple English. So it's again, super helpful with a tool like this, because nothing worse than having a tool that you really need and then turning the majority of marketers away because there's no clear instruction manual. That's extremely frustrating. So you're not going to experience that with Clickmagick. So highly recommend that you check it out. So again, click the link somewhere around this page or this video, and I'll see you in the next one.